What up everybody, Rack here. Today we got another build. It is Amara today. This build isn't anything too crazy. It's mostly based around like gun damage and elemental damage and just getting the most out of that you can use, because don't get me wrong, Amara is good, but she's no Moze or Flack or Zane. I think she's like the least performing Vault Hunter we have in Borderlands 3, and it is what it is. But she does have, I think, the most powerful anointments with Face Slam. She can get like up to 300% boosted. I think that's the most anybody can get off action skill right now. I could be wrong, but I do believe she gets the most, because I think she is lacking when it comes to like gun damage. But other than that, we're gonna go over like weapons and anointments first. Pretty much with weapons, you can pretty much run anything you want. Just make sure it has an element so you can get like even more, but like you can do like a Maggie or a Lucky 7, and just as long as you have the phase cast or like phase slam, you should be good, because also her skills like allow you to basically put an element on a gun, so you should be good at that point. Shields, same typical stuff you use for shields. Revolter, super soldiers, snowshoe, typical stuff. Grenade doesn't really matter. There's nothing specific you got to do. Just you can min max any other stuff you want. For me, I just put on action skill and with cryo damage, because why not? Artifacts, just get a pearl or like just something that helps. I also have a cut purse so I can get back ammo, because you can go through ammo pretty fast this build. Especially if you just start like shooting. Unleash the Dragon is really good, especially if you're doing melee Amara, so it works out really well. Then I also have Phase Zerker. Basically just even more gun damage per like rush stack, just kind of helping out stuff. Moving over to the skills, we went to the green tree just a little bit, so I kind of like get up close to opponents, so like a shotgun elemental build will work really nicely with this as well. So I put the full 3 there. I only put 2 in the clarity because I just needed to get to the corrosive damage, but from the class mod we get the full 5, so it is pretty nice. Then there's heavy rain. It just increases projectile speed and splash damage. The splash damage is really good because you can use something like the flipper and get like crazy damage, and it's just really good. Then over in the blue tree, now we swap in between phase slam and phase cast often, so it is something that's really good. Fast hands is specifically like, just to reload and swap your weapons really fast, just that way you're always kind of shooting. Rush, basically this is our like main thing. It just rush stacks up, and we also get more reload speed as we every stack of rush. We get more accuracy with transcend and more critical hit damage, which kind of can add up like with once again with flipper, because it has so many projectiles that it shoots us out. Ascendant, I just put a point in there just because we can. This is basically from rest, is just basically improving fire rate, charge time. So basically charge time with Malawan weapons is almost like it non-existent, so we can just fire Malawan weapons almost instantly. Laid bare, so if we're fighting a boss, we can pretty much it depends on the boss too. This does work for phase cast obviously, but phase slam's a little bit more tricky. In between those two with the anointments, you do lose about like 50% if you choose the with phase cast over phase slam. It kind of just depends on the boss you're going to be facing. If they're like standing far back and you can't really get close to them, you might be better off switching to phase cast. But if you can just do up close damage, it's better to use phase slam because you get the extra 50%. Amara gains increased gun damage. This effect is increased after you activate action skill for a few seconds. So basically, once you fully max this out, you get a base 20% extra. You get a base 20%, and then after you use action skill, you get extra 20%. So basically you get 40% after you use action skill. So it's really good. Rush stacks gain increased effectiveness. So basically any other buffs we got to rush, like, reload speed, action skill damage, those get like extra effectiveness. Remnant is like the little orb that goes out. It'll hit somebody and it's really good. It kind of just helps with mobbing. This gives us bonus rush stacks, and basically we get to use our ability as a 2-for-1, which is really good. So yeah, that's the blue tree. Moving on, we got the red tree. I didn't really go into status effect because I don't value status effect like that all that much. For me, it's probably status effect is more good for mobbing, but it's just mobbing. It is what it is. This is just purely weapon handling and accuracy. Nothing major. It's just something to have. Like, you can't go wrong with more accuracy. Convert a portion of damage dealt by Amara's weapon to his actual skill element. So basically, the top elements, you'll get like bonus damage on top of whatever gun you're using. So if I'm using a cryo gun and I have like my element is fire, I'll do cryo and fire on that weapon. Or if I like have like a gun that's shock, I can do shock and corrosive. So it's pretty good. Then I just really dumped the points into that to just because I needed to get down the skill tree. Once again, this is just a point invested to get down the skill tree. We also do more elemental damage, but our shock damage is increased even more, which is really, really good with the revolter. So we're doing a lot of shock damage. We just get more this one, more bullets in our magazine for elemental weapons. Nothing crazy. This is just our life steal to make sure we stays alive. Has to be with an elemental weapon though. And then we get bonus elemental damage based off the element that we're using. Like, once again, the fire element. So we'll just get even more basically. And yeah, we already went over the green tree, I believe. But yeah, so that's all the skills mostly. Nothing too crazy with Amara, honestly. Like, she's straight up honest. And she's a more like, I wouldn't say she's less nuanced, but she has less like specific keys that she has to hit in order to get her max damage. You kind of can just run and gun and do stuff with Amara, rather than some characters you kind of have to pay attention to what weapons you are using. Like Flak, you want to typically use like multi-pellet or multi-projectile weapons, you know, just so you can get like his stacks up. With Amara, it's not really like that. So that's just basically the gear and abilities part of things. We're just going to go through Maliwan Takedown like we always do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. This will be up pretty soon after me recording it. Typically how I record things and upload, like the minute I get done recording, it's immediately in editing. And I'm like, typically I already have the thumbnail finished. So as soon as it gets done editing, we're just waiting on YouTube to upload it and do all that stuff. But yeah, we're about to be uploading a whole lot more. We're going to be hearing from you a lot more, and we're going to be doing things a lot more. So hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.